Hello and welcome to another great week here on the Jet Set. Coming up, we're taking today's show south of the border for some warmer weather, and we're about to explore the Yucatan Peninsula.
And we're putting travel gadgets to the test on Let's Try It.
All of this and more is about to take off right here on the Jet Set.
Welcome aboard. Are you ready to go? Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to travel, food, fitness, and everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. It's time to Jet Set.
Spring is here, and so is travel news on this week's edition of Here's This, powered by thejetset.com. New Zealand is one of the most anticipated destinations for travelers to visit once again, and the country is getting closer to welcoming visitors from the US and Canada. The government is starting to reopen, slowly welcoming back citizens, permanent residents, and travelers through a step-by-step plan announced by Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern. Now, New Zealand is currently planning to welcome visitors from the US back in July of this year. Quote, "We are thrilled to be one step closer to being able to welcome back international visitors to New Zealand and showcasing the best New Zealand has to offer," said Sarah Handley, General Manager for Americas and Europe for Tourism New Zealand. Now, they also said that they look forward to keeping the industry and their partners closely updated on New Zealand's plan to reconnect with the world.
Amazing. They handled this whole weird time very
they really
well.
did.
And New Zealand is like top 5 of places I really want to go. Oh, awesome. Did you say July? Did you say July? I'll see you. July 5th.
Put that on your calendars, everyone.
New Zealand, I'm coming for you.
Nikki says we're going.
Yeah.
She's paying.
Well, because I saw, watching the All Blacks do the haka was my dream, and I went to go see them when they were here in DC. So now it's my next dream to go see them do it on their home field.
I mean, they really handled the whole pandemic amazingly well. I mean, there was a period of time when the rest of the world was locking down, and they're like, we don't have it here.
Mm-hmm. Well, because they have a female leader. Just saying. I don't know. Maybe we should listen to the ladies more often. Okay, continue.
So are you saying that in 2024 there could be President Noya?
Wild thought.
You almost fell off the chair when I said that.
President Noya! Continue.
Okay. European Union member countries are recommending countries eliminate pre-departure COVID-19 testing and quarantine procedures for travelers who are fully vaccinated. Now, starting March 1st, the European Council advised that people who received vaccines authorized in the EU be able to enter the EU without prior testing if they received the last dose of their primary vaccination series at least 14 days before and no more than 270 days before arrival.
Wait, what?
Right. In fact, I was looking at this. It's very interesting because, Switzerland already adopted this 270-day rule where you can't visit Switzerland unless you had your booster shot within 270 days of the last dose of your original shots, but no one's talking about if you had Johnson & Johnson, like some people would know, whether or not that 270-day rule applies, or are they just magically exempt from this?
See, and it's so different for every country, so that's why it's really important that you talk to your travel advisor, or you go to thejetset.com, or you just before you're traveling, make sure you have all the requirements.
Well, because we're looking at the mask mandates around the US starting to drop away, but our friends watching us in Canada, not so much there yet. In fact, there's an interesting story that we haven't talked about, but there's this weird law in the United States that if you do an Alaska cruise, it has to go to a foreign port. It can't just do a round trip from the United States. The cruise ship has to stop in Canada.
Okay.
But Canada is requiring 100% vaccination and 100% masks on all ships and for all passengers. US-based cruise lines are not requiring that. So will the Alaska season be canceled because these cruise lines and these ships don't require this and Canada is? What are we gonna do?
Well, when you're in Canadian waters or Canadian ports,
the law says the ship has to go to Canada. It can't just be round trip from 2 US ports. It has to go international somewhere.
I learn something new every day on the Jet Set.
Well, see,
I didn't know that.
Last year, I think it was, the US gave them an exemption. Will that happen this year, or will they just cancel all of Alaska?
Stay tuned.
Season 7 starts in a few weeks. We'll be right back with more of the Jet Set in 30 seconds.
What's gonna happen? I don't know. Spring is here, and you're likely ready for some seasonal updates and quick household makeovers. Lifestyle and design expert Kelly Edwards is here to share her latest tips and tricks to get the home in order. Hi, Kelly.
Oh, thanks so much for having me. Yes, spring is a perfect time to talk about refreshing your home, specifically refreshing your exterior. Now, one of the great ways to do that is with Fiber Cement Siding by James Hardy. Love this brand. Basically, there's endless design possibilities, trusted protection, and lasting beauty. They have their new architectural collection, which is a modern look with sleek panels and nature-inspired textures. They have Color Plus technology, so they have about 700 colors, low maintenance, durable, and color that lasts. They also have a ton of diverse options, and some of them with a 30-year warranty. So you can go to jameshardy.com to find out more information about the siding product. Now, if you're looking for a great deal, and I love a great deal, you must go to Slick Deals. This is where shoppers basically find the best products at the best price. They have a site, an app, a browser extension, and a loyalty program that has 12 million unique users who vote and bet on the very best deals from top retailers like Amazon and Walmart. It's basically like having 12 million friends to help you share and understand the very best deals. Now, you can also set what's called a deal alert to basically be notified when something that matches your criteria gets posted to the site. But it's a great way to save money, called slickdeals.net. Now, last but not least, of course, the hottest color this spring is orange. And Discover Puerto Rico and Ecos Paints teamed up to create their first ever a toxic-free, no VOC interior paint, which I absolutely love, called Puerto Rico Sunshine. They took the sun in Puerto Rico and bottled it up. Now, they did this in collaboration with the Pantone Color Institute. It is a red-orange hue of the Puerto Rico Sunshine. It'll bring a color, it'll bring a pop of color into your home, of course, and you can create an oasis by simply maybe painting an accent wall in your home, or you can give your doors and cabinets a nice tropical refresh. Simply easy. It's just as easy as booking that trip to Puerto Rico. And I don't know if you've ever been, but it's an amazing place. US citizens do not need a passport. So it is the perfect time to book your next trip. So if you want more information on booking your next trip to Puerto Rico or getting that Puerto Rico sunshine on your walls in your house, you go to discoverpuertorico.com.
Thanks for being on the show, Kelly.
Thanks so much for having me.
From the quirky and odd to the amazing, can't live without it, there are seemingly unending amount of travel gadgets, Bobby, but fear not, okay? Because we're here to help sort out through some of our favorites on Let's Try It. Now, are these approved for takeoff or grounded? Are you ready?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, so first we have the turtle
what is
pillow.
this?
The original turtle pillow was designed to be a super lightweight airplane travel pillow, and it features an internal support which cradles your head and neck, and a super soft machine washable hypoallergenic fleece scarf to hold everything in place. It is scientifically preferred by 9 out of 10 participants compared to one of those U-shaped pillows. Okay, so we have our
I had
instructions.
to read the sticker to see how I was supposed to do this.
Okay, so
because this section here with like this line
Yeah.
is supposed to be on the outside of your neck.
okay, so you have
So
it.
you
here.
put it like under your neck and ear kind of, and then you wrap this other piece all the way around to like buckle yourself in. My earpiece is getting
Good
touched
night.
with this. But like now you're supposed to just
But you know what? If we were
Sleep.
on a crowded airplane and it was really late, like remember when
But
we were
like-
taking that flight from Chicago really late?
But I feel like right now, Nikki, if you said to me, oh, would you like a drink? Would you like a gin and tonic?
I'd be like,
Nikki.
yes. I like
don't
this.
know about
I think
this.
that this is approved for takeoff. I like this very much so.
I like it. I don't know if I like it for me. I think you need like to practice at home because this could be a little interesting in the moment.
I am quite comfortable right now, actually.
Well, because you're also wearing a blanket.
Okay, I want to talk to you about this because I love this. Whether it's your next adventure is outside or inside, Mosey's sleep design keeps you warm and mobile while it's on the go this winter. This innovative wrap-and-go blanket is the perfect lightweight layer that provides adjustable warmth and moves with you as you refill your glass, walk around the airport, or go for an evening stroll. Okay, I love this. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
They even customized it just for us, right? And it has pockets, so mom's
do like
on the
pockets.
go. Look, you can put phones, and snacks, and lip
What else is
gloss
in
and all
there?
this stuff. And it's adjustable.
Oh, wow. So like, okay,
Isn't
so you
this
can
great?
tighten it around. I mean, you're always cold.
I'm always cold, but for like if you're a parent and you're going to your kids' like soccer game,
Yeah.
perfect. You can bring snacks, maybe wine, more snacks.
You're going to hide the wine in the big pockets?
I mean, I would. Look, there's even a wine thing here. But I love
So whatever
this.
is on the front is what's supposed to be inside, so somehow we're in there too.
Well, I just love it. Or you can make it out, and if you need to have a quick picnic somewhere, you never know where a picnic is gonna, or share with your friends or something. I love the Mosey blanket. I gave one of these to Mom for
Did you?
Christmas.
I have a question
She
though.
loved it, yeah.
Like, what is this for?
To to latch onto so we can be closer? I don't know.
Social distancing, no more. Distancing is out the window.
I think this is approved for takeoff. I love this blanket.
I mean, I'm never cold. It's very rare that I'm cold. But for you,
Hold on,
it's
I'm
like the
getting
perfect, it is literally the perfect gift for you.
Look.
Because
Ready?
you literally are cold all the time.
You can take it on the plane, take it to games. Look at this, bye.
Have you used it with Sam yet?
No, because I've been keeping it at the studio waiting to try it out. But I'm going to because she's going to start soccer and this is perfect.
So is it grounded or approved for takeoff?
Super approved for takeoff. I love both these things.
Super approved.
Super approved for takeoff.
Can we do like, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna throw them all off here. What if we did this and then we give you another side like this? How about this, everyone? Does this work? What do you think? Yeah?
We'll be right back with more of the Jet Set.
We'll be right back with more of the Jet Set in just a second.
March is National Nutrition Month, a perfect time to highlight the food, meals, and behaviors that impact our overall health and wellness. Registered dietitian nutritionist Mia Sin is here with a few tips to help develop a healthy eating pattern throughout the coming months. Hi, Mia.
Thanks so much for having me. So first up, we have a personalized nutrition program called Zoe. It helps you understand exactly how to eat for your own body and gut bacteria so that you can feel healthier, lose weight, and have more energy without dieting. So the way it works is you get an at-home test and your results power your Zoe app and show you which foods are best for you and how to combine foods to reach your goals. Zoe members learn to stop restricting foods and eat in abundance. And next up, my tip is to snack smarter. And you can do that with these delicious organic rice cake minis. They're by Lundberg Family Farms. They come in 5 delicious flavors: ginger seaweed, white cheddar, sea salt, apple pie, and buffalo ranch. They are USDA organic, non-GMO certified, 100% whole grain, and certified gluten-free. And my last tip is to incorporate a nutritious beverage like the Almond Breeze almond milk, which is a delicious plant-based milk that is an excellent source of calcium, vitamin D, and vitamin E, and a good source of vitamin A. It comes in a few varieties. We have the unsweetened vanilla and unsweetened original almond milk flavors, both delicious sugar-free options, and the new extra creamy almond milk, which has a rich, creamy mouthfeel, only 80 calories per cup, perfect swap for dairy milk in any recipe. And then finally, Blue Diamond almonds are a great snack option, packed with 5 grams of plant-based protein per serving of 28 almonds, an excellent source of vitamin E and magnesium, really the perfect super flavored superfood snack.
Thanks, Mia. Where can we go for more information?
For more information, you can visit my website, nutritionbymia.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We've got to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We've got lots more of the Jet Set still to come.
I feel like you're always the person breaking the bad news that it's time to go to break.
Well, because I deliver it, easy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I let them down easy that we got to go.
Do you know someone who appeared to be in excellent health and was way too young to have a heart attack or a stroke? Early heart disease might be due to elevated lipoprotein A. 1 in 5 people worldwide have inherited high lipoprotein A, and most don't even know it. Catherine Weileman, founder and CEO, and Dr. Mary McGowan, Chief Medical Officer of the Family Heart Foundation, are here now to share more about this important topic. Hi, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much for having us. Nice to be here.
Now, Catherine, we understand that you had a heart attack at age 39 and later learned that one of your risk factors was elevated Lp(a). How can that increase the risk of heart disease and stroke?
So elevated Lp(a) is a genetic condition, and I was unaware that I had inherited it. What it does is it creates clotting and clogging or plaque buildup, as well as inflammation inside the arteries that feed the heart or the brain, the blood they need to function. And so people with elevated Lp(a) have had it since birth because it's genetic, and therefore they end up with cardiovascular disease as young as in their 20s or their 30s or their 40s or 50s or 60s, all of which is considered premature. So it's very important to understand, and it's not often screened for. 1 in 5 people have it, as you said, but we know that very few people are currently being tested.
Dr. McGowan, if you have an elevated Lp(a), what can you do to reduce your risk of heart disease and stroke?
Well, the first thing you can do is think about your family, because 50% of your first-degree relatives will also have high Lp(a). So having them screened as well and bringing them along for the ride for improved cardiovascular health. So if you have high lipoprotein(a), we do know that there are medications in clinical trials now, but if they prove safe and effective, they won't be available for 4 or 5 years. So right now, you want to reduce all other cardiovascular risk factors. Know your number and work to eat a heart-healthy diet. Exercise regularly. Don't smoke. Manage your blood pressure, your diabetes, and certainly your LDL or bad cholesterol. So working to reduce other risk factors.
Where can we go and get more information?
So you can go to morefamiliesmorehearts.org, and we hope that everyone will join us on March 24th. Will be the first ever Lp(a) Awareness Day. Follow the Family Heart Foundation on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, and join us at morefamiliesmorehearts.org.
Thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you.
With more people returning to the office, there's a lot of anxiety and stress around what to do with four-legged family members who have become accustomed to having their pet parents at home all of the time. Joining us now to talk about the type of care and training required to keep our pets happy is international dog trainer Tom Davis. Thanks for joining us, Tom.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate it.
So tell us, Tom, a lot of pet parents are returning to work. What impact will this have on their pets?
Well, I think it's going to have a natural impact of, hey, where did everybody go, right? I think it's going to create some stress for some dogs, potentially some anxiety. But most importantly, these dogs need to get out and be exercised as we return back into work.
Now, according to a survey by WAG, 41% of those dog parents returning to work said that they'll miss their dogs even more than their kids or their spouses. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, and I think an even a more staggering percentile is 93% actually said that their dog has provided them with mental health, better mental health, and reducing stress and anxiety. So, of course, almost half of those people also said that they would, miss their dogs more than their significant other naturally, because we do love our dogs very, very deeply, and we have a different connection with them. So I think that just tells us what's going on out there.
What type of care and training is required to keep four-legged family members happy when we're not at home?
Well, I think exercise is the number one thing, making sure that if you do transition back into work, or even if you don't, you have to make sure that you're providing your dog with the mental and physical exercise they need to be mentally stable and healthy. Exercise.
Like human health insurance, it's important to also get insurance for our pets. What can you tell us about it?
Well, 41% of people that were polled from WAG actually didn't even know that pet insurance was offered. So pet insurance is just as important for our dogs as it is for us.
Where can we go and get more information?
As we talked about, great exercises and great things to connect you with a pet professional, as well as information on pet insurance. You can go to wagwalking.com for everything we discussed here today.
Thanks for joining us, Tom.
Thank you so much.
We've got to take one last break, but I've got your weekly dose of travel inspiration still to come, Bobby. You don't want to miss it.
Are you taking us to Gig Harbor again?
Probably. Bobby, are you ready? Because it's time for your dose of travel inspiration on the go, where this week we're sending you to explore San Luis Obispo.
Wow.
I was just there. Okay.
Maybe that's why we're talking about it.
Maybe, Brad. Did you know? Okay, go stay at Hotel Cerro, situated in the vibrant heart of downtown San Luis Obispo. It's the perfect base for capturing the cultural, casual, historical vibe of downtown slow, as they call it, and the surrounding Central Coast. The luxurious rooms and suites have views of downtown surrounding mountains. Guests may also enjoy a brasserie restaurant, full-service spa, and enjoy a rooftop pool bar. Doesn't that sound fun?
It does sound fun.
San Luis Obispo and the
slow.
whole Central Coast of California is so
like I'm in the know.
beautiful. Well, now you're gonna get hungry. So now we're gonna go eat at Sylvester's Burgers, famous for its big, hot, and juicy burgers. Grab a 1 pound behemoth. Oh my God, I love that word. In any style, including featuring wild boar, elk, turkey, beef, or hippie black bean. Lots of hippies out there. The great food is matched with great scenery and is the perfect California lunch. Ready to start planning your next trip?
I was just
Robert,
waiting
Lori?
for the rolling hillside, but I didn't get it. So
Well, I was trying to make it through
I
that,
am
all that
disappointed.
information. Bye,
We'll see you
everybody.
next
Thanks for
week.
watching.